Hi guys, I am AP. In this video, we are going to see about what are the types of bond available to invest, and we are going to see about some basic terms which is involved in bond investing. Okay, let's get started. Okay, now let us see what are the various types of bonds available in India so that we can invest. Okay, basically we can divide the bond into two categories. One government bonds and another one is corporate bonds. In government bonds also we can categorize into two types. One issued by RBI, that is Reserve Bank of India, and another issued by public sector companies. In the PSU companies, it's nothing but the companies in which the government has more than 15% of stake. Okay. In RBI also, we can further classify into four types. That is T-bills, T-bills, and on behalf of central government, the RBI will issue bond that's called as that is CG and SG. The SG is nothing but state development loans, and the fourth one is SGB, that is sovereign gold bond. We all know that, we already discussed that before. Okay, these are the types of bond available in India so that we can invest. First thing, we can classify the bond into two types, that is government bonds and corporate bonds. And in the government bonds also there are two types, one issued by the RBI and another one issued by the public sector companies, the companies in which the government has more than 15% stakes. And in further, in RBI bonds also we can classify them into four types. One T-bills, that is called as money market fund or short term bonds, we can see that in a further video. And another one is the bond issued on behalf of central government, that is CG, and the bond issued on behalf of state government, that's called SG, and SGB, that is sovereign gold bonds. Okay, now for investing in the bond which is released by RBI, there is official website called Retail Gilt Account. For investing in public sector companies and corporate company bond, I already suggest you some website called fixedincome.com, Golden Pay, and indiabonds.com such as. Okay, it is the official website of the RBI for retail customers. It's called RBI Retail Direct.in. Okay, in which we can see the CG. It's the central government loan on behalf of central government. The RBI issues bonds, in which we can see here there are different types of bonds and maturity date. See even 2063, and we can see the issue size, that is 12,000 crore, and we can see how much yield the bond is providing, that is the rate of interest. And if we scroll through the last, we can see how much minimum we can invest, that is 10,000. And we can see the ISIN number, and we can also see that the bond is issued by the central government, that is CG, and the coupon rate is fixed as mentioned before. We've seen about CG, that is central government bond, and let's see about SG, also known as state government bonds. Okay, see Tamil Nadu government issues a bond, and Maharashtra, UP, Rajasthan, and things like that. Here also the maturity turns up to around 10 years to 15 years. The yield up to 7.6%. The coupon rate is fixed, and we can invest the multiples of 10,000, and it's a new issue, public issue, and we can see the ISIN number and issuer. It's Tamil Nadu government and Maharashtra government and UP, Rajasthan, like that. Okay, and we can see the third category, that is T-bill. I will put a separate video about how to invest in T-bill and how T-bill works. Okay, for now just you learn that there is a types of investment like this we can invest. Okay, the T-bills basically matures from 91 days, 180 days, or 364 days. Within this the bond will mature. Okay, it are also called as short term money market bonds. Okay, and SGB, currently there are no issues, but it is there. And another feature now the RBI is introduced, that is floating rate savings bond 2020. That is, the bond will not have a fixed coupon rate, rather the coupon rate of the bond will be changed for every 6 months. Previous, in CG and SG we have seen that the bonds coupon rate is fixed one. Here the coupon rate is a floating rate, according to the interest rate in the economy they will decide it. Okay, and okay, the fixedincome.com is another website which is a private website, and here we can go and invest in the corporate bonds and the public sector company bonds. Okay, now let us see some basic terms which is used in the bond. The first one is face value. The face value of the bond is the value which is written on the bond. Let me explain. Let us consider we are opening an FD, and in FD we can put whatever money we have, but in bond it is different. Now let us consider a company wants money and they are issuing a 1 lakh worth of bonds, and the company will not issue the 1 lakh worth of bond to a single person. Rather than it will split that money into, let's say, 1000 rupees, and the company will make 100 units so that everybody can buy it. Now the one unit of the bond costs 1000 rupees. The 1000 rupees is the face value of the bond. If we invest 1000 rupee or if we give 1000 rupees to the bond issuer, then the bond issuer will give the then the bond issuer will give us 1 unit of bond. Okay, that is the face value of the bond. We can always buy the bond in multiples of the face value only. If I have 10,000, if I am going to invest, then the bond issuer will give 10 units. Okay, the face value is nothing but the value which is written on the bond, and we can buy the bond in the multiples of the face value to invest in the bond. Okay, the second one is coupon rate. The coupon rate is nothing but the money which we are invested, how much interest they are going to pay back. The interest rate is mentioned as a coupon rate in bond. And the third one is tenure. Tenure is nothing but the maturity. How much years from now the bond is going to mature. Okay. The YTM is yield to maturity. The yield to maturity is, let us consider if you are buying a same bond in the secondary market. Now let us consider if the bond's face value is 1002 rupees. We are buying the secondary market not from the direct issuer. In the secondary market, the seller will be a trader or investor like you and me, so that he will sell the bond at a premium amount or a discount amount. At the end, the bond issuer will always collect the bond from us at the face value only. Now let us consider we are buying from the seller at some premium value, so that for that premium value, if we calculate the return for us, that is the yield to maturity. The payment cycle is nothing but at which fixed interval of time the issuer is going to pay back our interest. It may be even monthly, or quarterly, or semi-annually, or even annually. That will be mentioned as a payment cycle. Okay. There is a term in the bond called perpetuity. A perpetuity is nothing but a bond which has no maturity. Let me explain. In these types of bond, the bond will never expire, or the issuer will never get the bond back from us, but they have the obligation to provide our interest for how much years we are holding the bonds. The issuer will give the exit option to the bond investors, like say after 5 years there is a call option for that bond. If there is a call option, then we can exercise the call option and we can give it back to the issuer, or we can sell it in the secondary market to another buyers, so we can get exit from the bonds. Okay, let me conclude this video by saying that we have multiple choices while coming to bond invest, and we should be careful while investing in that. And we also seen about some basic term in bonds. Okay, next video we are going to see about what are the risks there while investing in bonds. Okay, till then stay tuned. Thank you.